single chart will have our names on the top. Forbes list, billboards, and we ain't never gonna stop. Booking shows, writing hooks, better bars every day. It's the life that we chose, so don't you get it? I'm a player, that is the bloodline. Say your prayers, it's about time. No misbehavior, keep your cards in line. But you can stand, need you to watch.
I mean, I've always been into music for as long as I can remember. Like from 5th grade was my first time ever being in choir or anything. And all the way up until I graduated high school. But I guess what like the moment that it clicked for me was in 7th grade. My middle school choir teacher, Mr. Lockamy, he saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. I wasn't fully interested, but he heard something in my voice, I guess, because he pushed me to be better, to better myself, and I fought through that. And all the way up until high school, my choir teacher then, Miss Britton, she was amazing. She knew every in, out, upside down, backwards way to teach a class how to sing properly and do our best. And even when we think we couldn't do it, she knew that we could. And it was very inspiring, and that furthered my pursuit of music. But in terms of starting to work on my own stuff, it wasn't until I got down to Full Sail in Florida that I met my roommate Chris, and I met Eddie through him, and we started working on a lot of music. And Jacob came along a little bit later, but we all just had that passion, and it was a lot of good times.
Heart at the core, yeah, I suffer. Think I'm addicted to the pain.
That's a tough one. There's a lot. There's like Michael Jackson, Drake, Ed Sheeran, Logic, Ariana Grande, Nicki Minaj. There's a lot of people. So if I had to choose only one, it would probably be Michael Jackson for sure, because I love the way that his determination for perfection and all of the stuff that he did. It was really admirable and inspiring. And after he passed away, I saw the devastation from my parents when, and I just didn't know that music could have such an impact on people like that. And so I just wanted to be everything that he gave to the world and all the good that he had brought to everybody.
We don't have time to play your stupid games.
The name of the album is Isaiah Player is my name, and fun fact, the track listing actually going down as an acronym is Isaiah HT Player, and on the deluxe edition it'll actually be Zaydog, which is my dad's nickname for me. I think what will surprise people the most is the fact that it's very different from your typical album. It spans a lot of different genres. It's got R&B, it's got hip-hop, it's got pop, it's got singer-songwriter on it. And growing up, meeting all of the people that I've had the pleasure of getting to know and their musical tastes, it's really evolved my interest in music, because I wanted this album to cater to a lot of different audiences. So everybody will be able to find at least one song that I hope that they will like on the album, and it's just very different. The recording process started back in May of 2018, and it was tedious at first with trying to come up with all the production and stuff, and there were times where I got really uninspired and scared, because when you're making an album, it's like putting your diary out there, and there's a lot of truth that gets exposed, and it can be nerve-wracking. So I lost inspiration a couple times, but I don't like to work unless I'm inspired, because it doesn't turn out as good as I want it to be unless I actually feel driven at the time. So I'll just get all of it out when I do feel driven, then wait and reset and rinse and repeat.
Shout out Mac Miller for saving my life. Quit talking that bull, don't wait it off.
I guess to only choose 5, I'm gonna do 6. Tied for 5th would have to be Hate the Honesty and Gifted. And the interesting story about Gifted is I wanted to express like the opposite side of who I am, because I I don't ever want to be, no matter how far my music takes me, I don't ever want to lose humility. I want to remain grateful for everybody who's inspired me and who's helped me. And I think Gifted is just a laugh at myself kind of song, and because I don't ever want to be seen that way. I don't ever want to seem like I'm better than other people, because the art of music is not something that everybody can do or has access to, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a blessing when you have the ability to create something out of nothing like that, and that's what art is. And so that's what inspired the Gifted track. But Hate the Honesty is the Michael inspired track on the album, and I actually have a feature from Kid Real on there. He did an excellent job, and it's a very grungy sound, and it's got its Michael inspiration. I actually listened to Morphine from Michael, and that's where I got the idea for this song from. And it's got some more intense lyrics on it, but it's a good jam out song. Fourth would definitely have to be Young. A friend of mine from middle school, his name is Xavier Cloud on SoundCloud. He actually has the feature on this, and I hit him up because we hadn't talked in a while. I wasn't sure if he wanted to get on the song or not, but he definitely did, and he did an excellent job. And after I mixed it and sent it back to him, he was like, "Yo, when can we drop this song? It is so good. I really want to promote it." And so it was nice to hear that, and I'm glad he got on the song. Number 3, probably Hard to Find Love Again, because back when I was my senior year of high school, I through a mutual friend I met Taylor Jones. Her name is Stella Jones on her music pages and social media and stuff. Go check her out. She's awesome. But we wrote a lot of songs together, and as a matter of fact, we actually made a little album called Fate, and there's a lot of good songs on there. We're gonna have to revisit that. I'm gonna hit you up, and we're gonna have to revisit that. But we worked on that project, and a lot of songs came out of that, but this was one of them that we didn't use, and she helped me write the bridge for it and some of the transitions, and there's a little surprise at the end of the song that it'll be better if you hear it as opposed to me telling you what happens. But it was an acoustic song. It's the only like solely guitar song on there, and I wanted to have one, and I knew that one had to be the one. Second would probably have to be Listen. The thing about Listen is, a friend of mine down in Orlando, his name is Zay, he asked me for like 6 or 7 beats, so I made him a couple beats, and he really liked them. But after I was listening back to them, I came across the beat that I used for Listen, and I just couldn't get enough of it. I knew I had to use it for myself, so I told him, like, I'm gonna use this beat, you can also use the beat, it doesn't matter, but I definitely have to use this. And the interesting thing is, the beat itself looks like the insignia for the Marine Corps, which is the Eagle, Globe, and Anchor. And I had to tie in, I was like, I have to figure out a way to express how the Marine Corps has affected me, and just growing up and moving as much as we did, and I got it all out in that song, and I think it turned out really, really well, so I'm excited for people to hear that one. And the first one, my all-time favorite, the one I'm most excited for people to hear, is Dedication. Eddie Verba came through with the hook on that song and made it the hit that it is, and it's a really good club song. A lot of people can vibe with it and just have a good time, and it's very upbeat, and I love the song. I hope other people love the song just as much as I do. Yes and no. It depends on the song, honestly. They're like Dedication, for example. I love that song. I listen to it on a daily basis. But other songs, like stuff that we've worked on in the past, I don't listen to as much, if at all, honestly. But most of the time I do listen to a lot of our stuff, but I don't really get tired of it, no. The album comes out March 5th, 2019. I will be promoting it nonstop. I hope you guys pre-order it when it is available for pre-order. And yeah, keep your eyes peeled.
By the grind, got the motivation, but no inspiration. Then you came along, now the idea's flowing strong.